So picture this. Long before maps named it Niger, there was a vast, incredible land, carved by the mighty Niger River kissed by the Sahara. Not empty. A bustling hub of life. Early communities like the Hausa, Zarma, Tuareg, Fulani learned to thrive. Farming where fertile, navigating the desert like home. Strategic location made it an ancient trade superstar. Think Amazon Prime, but with camels. Caravans with salt from the north, gold from the south, and everything in between. Goods brought ideas. Great empires rose and left marks. Songhai, Mali, Kanem Bornu. Cities like Agadez rose. Islamic learning and trade hub. A diverse tapestry united by shared experience. This shaped the soul of the Nigerian people. This was history in its own right, the foundation of modern Niger, a story of connection and strength. Then, a new kind of empire showed up. This one didn't arrive on camels. It arrived with new flags, new languages, a whole new set of rules. In the late 19th century, European powers were playing a game of risk, and France drew the card for this part of the world. The French military moved in, and by the early 1900s, the land we now know as Niger was officially a French colony. For the people who lived there, this was a massive shift. The world as they knew it was being forcibly changed forever. The French goal wasn't to join the party, it was to run the party for their own benefit. The traditional leaders who had held authority for centuries were either replaced or forced to become puppets. But here's the thing about the human spirit. You can't just press it down and expect it to stay flat. Resistance started almost immediately. There were major uprisings, like the Kayosin revolt led by the Tuareg leader Ag Mohammed Wao Teguida Kayochen in 1916. They fought bravely against a technologically superior force, fueled by a desire to protect their land and their freedom. This shared experience began to forge a new sense of being Nigerian. It was a national identity born in the crucible of colonial oppression. They started to see that their individual fights were part of a larger story, a collective journey toward a future where they would determine their own destiny. As the years went by, that quiet defiance grew into a powerful voice. A new generation of leaders emerged. They took the colonizers' own tools, their language, liberté, égalité, fraternity, and turned them back on them. Two men came to represent the hopes of this generation: Jibo Bakari, Hamani Diori. They were different in their approaches, like the yin and yang of the independence movement. Jibo Bakari was a fiery, charismatic socialist and powerful trade unionist. He was the guy who could get a crowd roaring with passion. He advocated for immediate and total independence from France, no strings attached. He led the Sawaba Party, which means freedom. Hamani Diori was a more pragmatic and moderate figure. A former teacher, he was a skilled diplomat. He thought it was wiser to negotiate with the French and maintain a relationship even after independence. The clash between these two visions defined the political landscape of the 1950s. It was a national debate about what freedom should look like. In 1958, France held a referendum, asking its colonies if they wanted immediate independence or join a new French community. Bakari and his Sawaba party campaigned for a no vote demanding immediate independence. Diori and the PPN campaigned for yes, favoring autonomy within the French framework. In that crucial 1958 referendum, the yes vote won out, championed by Hamani Diori. This set Niger on a path to self-government within the French community. For the first time, the government was led by Nigerians, for Nigerians. The real work of building a nation began. The focus moved to building institutions, the ministries, the laws, the civil service. The momentum across Africa was unstoppable. Other French colonies moved toward full sovereignty, one by one. The desire for complete independence became an unstoppable wave. Negotiations began for the final transfer of power. On August 3, 1960, the moment arrived. Niger was declared fully independent and sovereign. The French tricolor was lowered for the last time, and the new flag of Niger, bold orange, white, green stripes with an orange circle symbolizing the sun, was raised over Niamey. For the people of Niger, this was everything. It was the culmination of decades of struggle. Children would grow up as citizens of their own country. Their land's resources could begin to benefit their people. From great empires to freedom fighters like Bakari and Diori, all roads led to that singular, glorious moment. A nation forged in the Sahel stood on its own, ready to face the world with its head held high, its future in its own hands.